So this one was, I can't remember. This one was done by one of my service technicians. He went out to Stillwater. Usually it's tough to get to Stillwater for a one-off TV job because doesn't, it's like no profit in the job, you know? And then to drive to Stillwater is a little bit tough. But on Tuesdays it usually works. If it's a Friday, absolutely does not work. It's just, it eats up a booking slot just to drive there and back, to get back in the mix of things to get to the next jobs. But today it worked. And the guy was gracious anyway. He's like, it's a TV, it's getting my TV mounted. I don't have to have it done on a specific day, whatever day works. And so, sometimes people will say, well, it's not hard surgery. Whenever you can get to it, you can get to it. I get a kick out of that. Um, but yeah, the cut and dry for my service tech. Maybe in the last video, if you watched the last video, you talk heard me talking super nice about Mars. So his name is Marz. That's his nickname, but I joke because my name's Marshall and people call me Mars, Mars, though, like the planet. And I joke that I only hire people with the same nickname as I got. That's my standards. But I plucked him out of Best Buy. He was doing the repetitive 55-inch TV on the drywall stuff that Best Buy can do, and he just wanted to be with a specialist operation that actually is a TV mounting company because Best Buy, they're an electronics company and they sell appliances and all the whole ball of wax, but they have to get a middleman to find TV mounters, and the struggle is people like me aren't going to take that deal because Best Buy has to get paid, the middleman has to get paid, and then the service technician gets paid. And so there's a big chunk taken from these two people, not much for the middleman or the guy doing the work. And so obviously a actual business can't work with those margins. It doesn't work. But so they've got to get people who are sort of, yeah, I think I can mount some TVs, that sort. And I get probably 25% of my business from people who hired Best Buy, because they bought the TV there. And so, they're going to have Best Buy do the job. And then the people come and then they can't do the job. And then they're frustrated. And then Best Buy will say, oh, we can get someone out there that can do it then. And then it'll be another 2 weeks and then another 2 weeks. And then finally they just are sick of it and type in TV mounting service and then they'll call. Yeah, it happens all the time. I mean, constantly. I love Best Buy as far as buying stuff from them, but they're not a service company. And that's just not the thing. Geek Squad's good for if you have normal computer issues, though. Um, People tend to like them for that. I don't need that. I'm a computer guy, but I recommend it for that. For TV mounting, though, like this guy could have hired Best Buy for this job. He didn't need to hire a specialist. That's like jobs like this. The reason people hire us for this stuff is because they know it's going to be done perfectly. But you certainly don't need to. Now, if you hire a normal handyman, he might put another couple extra holes in your wall where we wouldn't because we're precise and this is all we do. So it's just robotically, mundanely easy. Um, but mostly people are coming to us for, I got a porcelain tile fireplace. I want this 75-inch TV up. We just bought the house. I just want to make sure this is done right. That type of deal. Or I have a stacked stone fireplace and I want a mantle mount mounted on it. Those two things just don't go together unless you absolutely are a specialist in the mantle mount and stacked stone. And so that's what people normally come to us for. But we certainly, every day we do 5 or 6 normal drywall jobs, normal TVs on a drywall. And it's fantastic. It feels like a break in the day. I'll go to a place, do a Samsung frame onto porcelain tile fireplace and route the cord through. So I'm using a diamond bit hole saw. I'll go from that. And then if my next one's like a 65-inch TV on the drywall, I just feel like I'm getting a break, so that's nice. And so, yeah, I mean, my guy had no trouble with that. The guy was on a budget, and so he just wanted the TV up. He already had a bracket, and he said, I'll take care of the cord concealing. And it's just plastic cord concealing strip, and so you know he can that's a total DIY thing. You can do that yourself, um, and so it's gonna look good. But we don't have the photo of that, of course. I don't tell the clients like, "Hey, could you message me later after you got that conceal strip on so I have a nice good image?" I'm not gonna do that. That's annoying. But that's it. Mars took care of this one. No problem.